Here they are, my crazy butterfly nails.
Killer nails and twisted tails, every secret leaves a trail. Beauty mixed with a mystery. Welcome to Nails by NailsByMisTe.
Hey everyone, it's T. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be making some press-ons today, so I'm very excited about that. I have been wanting to remake a set of press-ons that I made, oh my gosh, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And initially they weren't press-ons, they were just nails I made for myself, but we're gonna make them into press-ons today. So if that sounds like something you want to stick around for, please sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use these almonds. Make sure I have the right tips on the right tips. 4.5, yeah, okay. So we're going to use these long almonds from Shearing. So I got these from Temu, and I've gone ahead and just filed down the little nib on the end. I'm just wiping it off. We're going to do a base color on these nails of this beautiful blue Debach. It is DS43. So I'm going to do a base color on all 10 nails using that. We're going to use this water cat eye on some of them. And then on the other ones, we are going butterfly crazy. And when I say butterfly crazy, I mean butterfly charms crazy. So I pulled out, there's some charmed butterflies in here that Stacy made me that I have pulled out to use. Come on, you can focus. There we go. So there's some butterflies in there. I have some really cute butterflies in here that Queen Bee Alicia made me, so I'm going to use some of those. And I just got these. I thought they would be awesome. They're so fun. So kind of a junk nail / butterfly nail. I've made it before, and if you're one of my OG that came over from Instagram, you'll recognize these nails. They are just going to be like every kind of butterfly we can possibly fit on a nail. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and give these, I'm going to wipe them down with a little bit of alcohol. Not a lot, just a little. So I'm just going to go ahead and sit them in front of the stands that they belong on while I'm doing this part. Just makes it a little easier sometimes with some of these stands. So these are my OG original Devil Wears press-on stands that I got. I have had these the very longest, so I decided to break them out. But we're going to go ahead and, like I said, just do a really nice coat of this really pretty blue. I have been recording all morning before this. I'm sorry, not recording, editing all morning. So it has been a busy morning for me. I've gotten 4 videos edited and I have 9 more to go, and then I'll be caught up on my editing. I got a little lackadaisical and slacked off some on, if you can't tell by the fact that I have 14 videos that you haven't seen. Actually, there's 15, but there's this one I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day. I'll be honest with you. It was the video that is from doing my Easter nails, and in that video I'm talking to Christmas, and it just breaks my heart every time I see that video because my little girl's no longer here with us, and it's just so sad. Okay, so you saw me just wipe those off, right? There's a fuzzy. I'm like, really? You gotta be effing kidding me. Yep, right there. I swear to goodness gracious. So that video, it breaks my heart to even try to edit it. So I don't know if that one's going to see the light of day, to be honest with you. That might just stay in the old vault. Okay, there is a freaking fuzzy on this side of the nail as well. These fuzzies are starting to piss me off. Okay, did I get you? Okay. All right, so. Damn it. I thought I got it, but apparently it is still down here at the end of the nail. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so frustrating. Especially, I mean, I literally just wiped that nail off and there's a piece of fur on it. That was my other dog's fur. That was Ghost. So. Oh my God. I pulled this one off and look, there's another fucking fuzzy on there. Oh, okay. I was gonna lose my mind in a second there, y'all. I mean, absolutely lose my mind. I'm like, are you kidding me? How many fuzzies can one nail get? Obviously, a lot. So like I was saying, that video will most likely stay in the vault. We will not be editing that. My Easter nails were cute. I liked them, but yeah. This Divock, I will say, it just glides on. It's so nice. It really, really is. They have a new collection out and it is beautiful. It is their summers, I think it's their 4th summer series one. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay. Those are just going to get a nice 60-second cure. Once they come out of the lamp, we will figure out which ones we want to be the ones decorated like crazy with the butterflies. Every nail is going to get butterflies. A few of the nails will be completely covered in butterflies. So that's kind of what we need to figure out is which ones do I want to have completely covered in butterflies? Because, you know, you have to make sure that you can still function with that many charms on nails. So I'm thinking, I don't want to do the thumb. I'm just going to put this back in real quick like that. I don't want to do the thumb because I find that the thumb, it gets hard when you're like, you know, putting jeans on, anything like that. So I'm thinking this time we're probably going to do the ring finger is going to be completely covered on both hands. And then we're going to scatter the butterflies through the rest of the nails and make sure that they have the the water cat eye. I am going to grab one more water cat eye that has just a little bit of like, I don't know. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm not going to do that after all. Kidding. All right. So if we do this one is going to be completely covered. So you're not going to even see that with cat eye. So we're going to start. I think I'm going to put, like I said, I'm putting it on all of the fingers. Am I going to do cat eye? You know what? Instead of doing cat eye, I've changed my mind. I'm going to do glitter. 1 second. Okay, so I grabbed 3 glitters. I want to see which one I want to use. Ooh, that is very pretty. We might end up using some of that. We have this, which I feel like is going to, oh, that's really pretty as well. Oh, such decisions. And then there's this one that's more of a green base. Nope, we're definitely not using that one. So it's between these two. We're going to put those over there right now while we think about it. Put this to the side. And then go ahead and do a coat on these. I'm trying to think because a few of them I think I'm going to do completely cover them in glitter. And then some of them I don't think I'm going to cover completely in glitter. I might leave the tip slightly more transparent. And there's a, I know you're not going to believe this. There's a fuzzy. Did you see me just wipe that nail down like right before we started this bullshit? Come on. I know you're there somewhere. Oh, did it move on me already? Okay. So my house is the house that Fuzzy's built, apparently. There's so many sometimes. It doesn't help that I have the fan on as well. I think I've talked to you about this before. Sometimes in the background of my videos with the new mic that I have that's really good, I have to put like some background music in my videos because the mic picks up the fan that I have in the window. When I go into the nail room, I like to put the fan on for ventilation. But I hate that the mic picks it up, but I don't want to turn it off. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. So what I've done now is I've just decided that's the way. You're going to be able to hear a little bit of the fan. I apologize. I put some background music in the videos just to kind of like mask it some. But I really prefer to have the nail room well ventilated, no matter what I'm doing. It just... I don't want the whole house to smell like gel polish. You know what I mean? Or if I'm using acrylic, oh gosh, definitely don't want the whole house to smell like acrylic. So we're using the almond this time just because I'm trying to switch it up, use different nail shapes that I don't normally use. So this coffin is one of them. All right, so while that is curing all the way, let's figure this out. So we've got this beautiful, gorgeous. I think it can go on a couple of these nails completely. So I think we're gonna do the pinky with this. Oh yeah. I want it heavier towards the cuticle area. And then just kind of feather up really lightly towards the tip of the nail. Okay. So again, I'm just trying to kind of... Oh yeah, I like that. Let's put these over here. Just want to make sure that when I'm doing this, I am cleaning up the edge. I don't want the nail to get too wide. All right, and then, so this is going to be completely covered. This one here, I think I'm just going to do it mainly on the end of the nail and bring it back. So the nail bed on this one's going to look a little different. It's going to be more transparent, which I'm okay with because we're going to be putting some butterflies down there. I do want to, since these are going to be kind of transparent, I want to try to make them evenly covered. So I don't have too much on one side than the other, you know what I mean? I like that. We're covering the whole thumb. Whole thumb is getting covered. Now, here's the question. We could switch this set up a little bit by using a different color glitter on the other hand, which is going to make the polish look very different. So that is something we can do. I'm thinking about possibly doing that. I think they will still work well together, but they'll look slightly different. All right, I'm just going to let that sit for 1 second. This nail, I'm going to just do the nail bed only. So I just want glitter on my nail bed. Okay, I think we are going to completely switch it up and do another color on this one. So it's going to make them look slightly different. Because this, now we're going to do the same pattern, right? So this has got some of that big chunky glitter in it. It's just a different kind of glitter. And some of the pink pieces, just to make it look slightly different. We can then, if we choose to, also mix and match the nails. Just going over it, making sure that it's completely covered. So we can see how different. They're close, but different. Right? So now this one does have a lot of kind of like that gold flake and things. So I feel like it's one of those ones you need to kind of put it down, move it around, look at it from different angles if you want to spread that out really well. So like I like to look at it up in the camera and be like, oh, okay, I feel like there's more on this side than this. So we're going to kind of go this way a little bit. I'm just trying to even out some of that flake. Okay, I'm happier with that. So that nail gets it completely covered. The next one gets it on the nail bed only. with these thicker ones. These are the kind that I always talk about are the zhuzhing ones. You have to put them on and then kind of zhuzh them a little bit to get them to go exactly where you want. I'm going to grab one of my Vendini over here. I think we're going to go through and put them on, not with this one, but the other one. I'm going to put them on first with this really thick gem glue, because I think it's just going to be easier that way. So I am just going to start taking them and figuring out what colors I want to use. I want to do a pink on here and maybe a green. Just want to mix it up a little bit so they're not all the same on each nail. I'm going to start with this one here. I'm just going to dip it in, wipe it off, and place it on. Now, this pink one, we're going to put right here. And then a green. So I just want the nail to look like there are so many butterflies that have just landed all over it. That's why I was saying it's going to be difficult to do one of this little pink one here. I think is going to be good to do every nail when you've got this many charms that you're adding, right? And some of our charms, we're actually going to cut in half. So only certain ones can be cut in half. So like these littler ones here can be cut in half. Whoa! Cut in half really easily. So we use some of this butterfly wing, but not the whole thing. I just want this to be like butterflies galore on here. You are going to go right there for a second. They can't go too far over the edge, or you start having a problem with them sticking up too much. So these big ones, we might have to, on this smaller nail, we might have to do something a little different. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with a few of these on the pinkies or on the ring fingers, just so that they fit. The other nails where we are kind of like putting them all over the nail, it's not going to be as big a deal. But this, we want to make sure. I kind of like that one there. But the nail's covered all the way. I am just kind of moving it around, trying to figure out what is going to be the best way for this to stay on this nail. Like I think this needs to go this way. You can go up in there. So our single butterfly wing is right there. And now I want to see, do I have a really tiny butterfly? Do have this purple one here. It's not super tiny, but it might work for what I want to do. It might fit in here. Okay. So hopefully you can get an idea of my vision. That one right there, I'm a little concerned. I think you're going to have to get turned this way. Yeah. All right, so we have butterflies everywhere on this nail. Here. All right, just making sure I've got my butterflies where I want them. They're kind of all pushed up, and in the lamp it goes. We're going to work on, hello, thank you very much, my lamp. I was like, we're going to work on this one right now too. I want to use one of these, I think. Yeah. I'm going to put this kind of like right there. And again, here's our little one that's a half butterfly. We're going to put that, I think I want to put that like right there. Just trying to keep them mostly toward, whoa, oh, that made a mess. I am so glad I have gloves on, y'all. I mean, can you imagine? I'm gonna put this little pink one right there. Now, I feel like this nail, being that it is slightly bigger than the nail on my other hand, do I need to bring it down any farther? My butterflies. Let's look. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We're just going to spread it out just slightly. Okay. In the lamp it goes. We're going to let those sit in there. And while that's going on, we're going to go around and start putting some of these on the rest of the nails. So let's take these out so we can see what they look like. Those two need to cure a little longer. And we're going to work on these. So on our thumb, I'm going to use this one. I like it. I think it's cool looking. Okay, and then I want a bright pink one. How many did I put on the thumb on the other hand? Just two. Okay. I feel like once you do the first hand and you kind of have an idea of how many you can fit on each hand, each finger, then you're like, all right, I got an idea of what I'm doing. But when I was first going through, I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? Okay, so I think I'm gonna do, I like this one. I think you're cool looking. You will be like that. And then we're gonna go with one of the smaller ones from Stacy's. So I think we're gonna go with a pink. This bright pink. Neon pink, baby. And you're gonna go off to the side some. All right, so this is our first hand. I'm going to use my V-Shine. No, actually, I changed my mind. I think the gel one is a little thicker, is it not? Yeah, it is. I am just going to put an even coat of this gel-in top coat on everything. I'm going to cover my charms, trying to be careful around the edges so that it doesn't well up too much. But I do want to make sure that it is covered nicely. I'm going to turn it upside down just so it pulls away from the sides and the butterfly a little bit. Turn my lamp on, and in the lamp it goes. Same thing with this one, covering the whole nail. Getting up underneath the butterflies. So these are kind of like basically butterfly junk nails. It's the easiest way to kind of like describe what they are, right? It just looks like my nails have been invaded by a bunch of butterflies, which is the look I was going for. Okay, so I'm trying to wipe the charms off as much as possible on top of them. I'm gonna let that one sit for a sec. Go on to this nail. Okay. There we go. Two more. And then we'll be done with the left hand and can top coat our right hand. Just moving it around, making sure. Upside down, and in the lamp it goes. Okay, so let's put this over here, get it out of the way. There we go. Put them in the correct order. My goodness. Ghost is making his presence known again, folks. He's like, hi, how's it going? My name is Ghost. I'm an asshole. Okay, we are back, and here are our final nails. So it is just butterflies galore on these things. I just think these are so fun. I cannot wait to put them on. I will be putting them on as soon as I am done recording. I will get some pictures and post those as well. But let me know. Would you wear crazy butterfly nails like this? I can't wait to put them on. With that, I want to wish everyone peace, love, and joy. Bye.